Hello and welcome to the very first episode of the Quit Smoking Today podcast. Today's topic, 7 tips on how to quit smoking. And the first tip has everything to do with your mindset. I invite you to develop the mindset of a person who already quit smoking. Because those who think they can do something and those who think they can't do something, they are both usually right. I'm sure you've heard this saying before. And I want you now to make a decision. Make a decision that is so strong and so powerful that you can feel it in your body. I want you to decide to quit smoking. Always remember what Yoda says. Do or do not. There is no try. If you believe in yourself and your ability to quit smoking, then you are way more likely to actually quit smoking than if you don't believe in yourself and in your ability to do it. I know that from so many of my clients. You have to realize that you are the placebo. Your mind is powerful. And by the way, now that I'm talking about this, I can recommend one powerful book to you. I'm not affiliated with this guy in any way. He just helped me a lot when it comes to my personal journey, and that's Joe Dispenza, and you can check out the book Dr. Joe Dispenza, You Are the Placebo. I'm sure that this can also be helpful for you on your journey towards quitting smoking, because this book shows you with scientific research that you are the placebo, that you are powerful, and that you, when you believe in yourself, and when you feel like you've already quit smoking, that it's then way more likely for you to actually quit smoking. And right now, I want you to make a second decision. In fact, right now, I invite you to take action. I invite you to throw away all the cigarettes in your house. Do it with me right now. If you're listening to this episode on a mobile device and you're at home and you still have cigarettes in your house, then do it with me right now. I want you to take action. I want you to throw all the cigarettes out. To throw them in the trash, to throw them, not in the garden, but let's just say throw them in the trash. And I also have to warn you, in my podcast episodes, I sometimes won't be the nice and friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, but I will give you some of my German tough love. In case you haven't figured it out yet from my accent, I'm German, I believe in German efficiency, I believe in data, I believe in scientific research, and I want to give you the best tips on how you can quit smoking fast and effectively. What you can also do if you want to quit smoking is to use nicotine replacement therapy. You can, for example, use special nasal sprays or inhalers or over-the-counter nicotine patches and gum. However, in the long term, you want to avoid getting tempted. You want to avoid certain triggers that are usually making you want to smoke. And one of the best things you can do is to avoid going to places where you are tempted to smoke. You want to avoid the places and the triggers, and yes, places are certain triggers or can be triggers, where you went to have a beer and a cigarette, because, well, whenever you go there, your subconscious mind is programmed to light up a cigarette. So let's, for example, say that you always went to one specific bar with your friends, and the first thing that you did once you entered that bar was to light up a cigarette. And if you now are in the process of quitting smoking and you want to finally get rid of these cigarettes, and you then still go to these places, especially this bar, where the first thing that you've always done was to light up a cigarette, your subconscious mind will automatically crave this action from you the moment you enter this place. And that's why it's a good idea that you avoid these places. And at the same time, you don't want to hurt your lungs even more by passively smoking somewhere while you're in the process of quitting. And especially when you then are around other people who are smoking, you're way more likely to crave smoking a cigarette at this time. Instead, you want to support your lungs. You don't want to harm your lungs even more. And if you want to support your lungs and you want to heal your lungs, then I can recommend that you go to quitsmokingtodaypodcast.com/breathe. That's quitsmokingtodaypodcast.com/breathe. And you have a look at this special lung supplement that can help you to breathe better than ever before. Because one part of quitting smoking is to also allow your lung to recover. And this can help you to do exactly that. And what you can also do if you want to quit smoking is to give your lips or your mouth something when your lips or your mouth is longing for a cigarette. You can, for example, chew gum And I know that might sound crazy, but one of my clients had great success with that. You can buy chocolate cigarettes and just pretend you're smoking in this moment. And this particular client reported to me that he got calm and relaxed just by the motion of doing this, just by the motion of pretending to smoke with a chocolate cigarette. I know it might sound a little bit crazy, but for him it worked really well. And what you can also do if you want to quit smoking faster and easier is to replace the habit of smoking a cigarette with a healthy habit. So whenever you feel the urge of smoking a cigarette, you meditate, or you exercise, or you go for a walk, or you practice deep breathing, or you write down your goals or make a gratitude list. Do anything that's beneficial for yourself, for your life, for your mental health, and also for your journey towards quitting smoking while you are having this urge to smoke a cigarette. And then slowly but steadily, you can replace this old negative habit of smoking a cigarette with this new healthy habit of, for example, meditating or exercising or going for a walk or simply writing down things that you're grateful for or writing down your goals. And one of these goals might be to quit smoking. And the last tip I have for you for today is to de-stress your life as much as you can. Many of my clients who struggled with quitting smoking told me that they often tend to smoke, or let's say the ones who've overcome their addiction, the ones who've actually quit smoking, they then tell me that in the past they used to smoke, they tended to smoke when they were stressed. And it was their way of soothing themselves when they needed calm and relaxation. And of course, things like meditation and going for a walk and just relaxing in bed or on the couch are all great. But if your lifestyle forces you to work 14 hours a day, it won't have that much of an effect because your lifestyle itself is already so stressful that you are way more tempted to smoke a cigarette in these stressful situations than if you would tackle the root of the problem, which is to make the necessary lifestyle changes so that you experience less stress in your life. So think about your lifestyle in the big picture and see where you can stop experiencing stress, where you can de-stress your lifestyle a little bit, and where you can include more breaks and more time for relaxation. And at the same time, you can also make this de-stressing process easier for yourself, and then as a result, the process of quitting smoking easier for yourself by investing in the number one supplement that I recommend for living a less stressful life. And if you want to enjoy the benefits of this supplement and you want to read about the ingredients and the science behind this supplement, then you can go to quitsmokingtodaypodcast.com/relaxed. That's quitsmokingtodaypodcast.com/relaxed. And one of the ingredients of this supplement is GABA, and its full name is gamma aminobutyric acid, and it occurs naturally in your brain where it functions as a neurotransmitter and helps to regulate brain activity. And another ingredient of this supplement is hops, and yes, it's in beer, but you won't get the calming benefits of the bitter herb hops from a brew. The active compound in hops is a volatile oil and may help to support feelings of relaxation, and you can find this ingredient also in the supplement that I just recommended to you that you can find out more about if you go to quitsmokingtodaypodcast.com/relaxed. And if you enjoyed this first episode of the Quit Smoking Today podcast, then I invite you to leave a review on iTunes and of course also to subscribe to the podcast. I would be honored to have you as a subscriber, and I'm excited to share even more tips on how you can quit smoking within the next couple of days, weeks, and months.